Hey Sparks, welcome back to another exciting rendition of Sparkplug TV. Whew. Hi, my name is Chris. I don't really enjoy doing manual labor, so if you want to help me get out of this job, do me a couple of favors. Like this video, comment down below, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I think I'm allergic to this plant. Complicated, undeniably sexy, iconic, incredibly sought after? Sadly, no. Not referring to myself. I'm actually referring to this 2010 Porsche 911 Carrera. Never has there been a more recognizable sports car icon than the 911. For non-gearheads, in thinking of a Porsche, you're probably thinking about a 911 or a Boxster. The 911 is considered to be not only a sports car lover's sports car, but actually a pretty easy daily driver. Yet why have I initially referred to this classic beauty on four wheels as complicated? I don't mean that negatively. No. What I actually mean is that this machine comes with a variety of trims, powertrains, and even styling. From naturally aspirated or turbocharged engines, or my personal favorite, the Targa, and even a convertible. Oh wait, I'm sorry, how could I forget about the ferocious 911 GT3 RS? Back in 2010, this icon could be bought from anywhere between $77,000 optioned all the way up into the six figures depending. At any rate, let's get back to this one specifically. So as of this recording, according to Kelley Blue Book, this specific rear-wheel drive Carrera Coupe top-end value is close to $60,000. I mean, come on, you want to talk about a pretty decent investment? I know for a fact that the owner of this 911 out the door bought it for at least $15,000 less than that. And you want to talk about an even better investment? The breakneck 2010 GT3 RS has actually gone up in value. According to inflation, the GT3 RS was sold at a value of $124,000 in today's money, or $113,000 back in 2010. Now its estimated value is around $167,000 according to Kelley Blue Book. I bet for a fact that your Honda Civic's value hasn't increased to nearly $40,000 in the past 10 years. Or maybe it has. I don't know. Squatting directly behind the rear axle is the 3.6-liter, 345 horsepower flat six engine with 288 pound-feet of torque. And when I say it's squatting directly behind it, I mean look for yourself. It couldn't be more over the rear axle. Directly above the engine compartment sits the classic spoiler that deploys either manually with a button or automatically at speeds between 50 and 60 miles per hour, offering the driver more downforce on cornering and turns. For the transmission, the 6-speed manual transmission helps this 911 reach 0 to 60 in about 4 seconds and the quarter mile in about 12. The optional dual clutch PDK transmission clocking in at around, get ready for it, 3.2 seconds. Alright, so let's talk about design. So from 2009 on, the 911 actually started to don these LED running lights as well as tail lights to propel this classic into the modern era. The front trunk of the Porsche is actually about 4.6 cubic feet and could probably actually fit me in it better than what Porsche refers to as the back seats. The quintessential teardrop shape of this coupe doesn't disappoint, as it's been a staple in the sports car sphere for almost 40 years. Now, I've been told by Porsche enthusiasts that the 991 generation of the 911 is considered to be the last of the narrow body, but in further looking at the data, I've actually discovered that the 992s are about the same width, give or take 1 or 2 inches. And if you ask my ex, 1 or 2 inches actually really does make a huge difference. I made a penis joke. Speaking of small changes that make a huge difference in this car is that this specific 911 Carrera actually has a few hidden modifications on it that you wouldn't know unless I told you about it. And you know what? I actually don't feel like telling you. Bye. Okay, I'm kidding. Actually, so these rims here are aftermarket HRE flow forms with the Porsche badge on them. The dual exhaust is from a company called Sharkworks, making the overall muffler pretty aggressive sounding. Take a listen. Okay, Okay, I will now attempt a death-defying stunt of trying to fit my 6'4" self in these medieval torture devices that Porsche refers to as back seats. Here we go. That doesn't feel good. Okay. My head is already hitting the roof. Perfect. I feel safe. I think getting out is even worse. Okay. Okay. On the flip side, getting into the front seat of the 911 Carrera is actually a much more luxurious experience than it is sitting in those, like I said, medieval torture devices called chairs in the back. I actually fit up here pretty well, pretty snugly, and I have a lot of leg room for my long legs to extend out. I'm surrounded by very nice materials. This is a direct inject plastic molding, if I'm not mistaken. 9-speaker Bose surround sound system, and an Alcantara headliner. When I first looked at this car, I actually thought that this was a navy blue color, but in all reality, it's fully jet black. The infotainment screen is something of early to mid 2010s. It's a much smaller screen than what we see today. I'm just glad that it's not as button heavy as the Cayenne. The heated seats are a nice touch. I just do wish that there was a heated steering wheel to complement it. Most luxury vehicles nowadays do have heated steering wheels for those cold weather conditions. So, remember in my first video when I said that I really wanted to drive a supercar? Well, this is like the next best thing. I'm still working on my shifting in this because the clutch is really, really long. Hang on. Oh God. Ugh. Anyway, so like I was saying, the clutch is like really, really long, longer than most cars I've been in. I actually just learned to drive manual as of like 6 months ago. Probably deserve a pat on the back for how I'm driving or handling this stick shift. When I think of Porsche, I think of pedigree, and I don't mean to use alliteration, but Porsche and pedigree I think are synonymous. When you think of a quintessential sports car, you know, from the Cars movie to Ferris Bueller's Day Off, you know, if you ever played Need for Speed as a kid, I mean, the 911 and the Porsches in general have just been a staple in the automotive industry, and especially in the sports car world. And while this one is definitely not the Cayman, and the Cayman is like super quick on its feet and really lightweight and you can just toss it around corners, it just feels a bit weightier than the Cayman. Yeah, but like I was saying earlier, I mean, like, this does have more of a daily driver experience kind of linked to it. I feel like I could drive this every day, absolutely. I know in my last videos that I said, like, it's time to blast off or whatever, but I feel like this car, like, I actually do get to do that. Automatically going into 6th because the speed limit is not 60 here. Oh God, hang on. Whoa. It's so easy to go around corners at high speeds in this. It is nuts. I mean, not so easy. You can see that I'm kind of powering through it, but I'm also going a little bit faster than I should. I do kind of feel like Ferris Bueller right now. There's a huge hill coming up. Can you imagine if I just jumped this? No. Oh, hang on, here we go. Oh, there goes the hill. The only thing that I have to compare this to is the Cayman S. The Cayman S had the Triptonic PDK transmission. I actually do like the dual clutch transmission over the manual. I think it's easier to go faster, quicker, or especially around corners. But at the same time, this just feels faster. Especially because you get to control the gear change. Oh, excuse me, Mr. Mailman. Thank you for your service. I hope to own one of these one day. I am dying to own a GT3. That is one of my dream cars. That and a Ferrari. Any kind of Ferrari and any kind of Porsche. If I could have both of those in my garage, I would be 100% set. Comment down below and let me know what your favorite part of the 2010 911 Carrera is. Oh, I missed my turn. Ah! Well, while I'm waiting to turn, you know what my next goal is? I really want to hit up a local racetrack so that I really want to drag race like a Tesla and something else. I know it's been done a million times before already, but I really want to. Okay, here we go. Oh, that never gets old. Never! All right, Sparks, this is where I say au revoir. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Smash that bell icon. Get me some followers. Get me some views. Excuse me. Till next time. Bye.